module you'll learn about Phanerogamae. Our plant kingdom comprises of a variety of plants. These plants are distinguishable from one another on the basis of some specific characters. Among them, seed-bearing plants or plants that produce seeds come under the category of Phanerogams. Phanerogams are further divided into two groups, gymnosperms and angiosperms. In gymnosperms, seeds are not enclosed within fruits. The seeds of these plants are often referred as naked seeds. Cedrus, pinus are examples of gymnosperms. In the second group of plants, that is angiosperms, seeds enclosed within fruits. Angiosperms may be dicotyledons or monocotyledons. Dicot plants have two cotyledons in their seeds and thus called dicotyledons. Examples of dicotyledons are peas, gram, etc. Let's have a look at the structure of the dicot seed. The main parts of a dicot seed are plumule, which gives rise to the shoot, radicle from where the root emerges, cotyledon that stores the food, and the last one is hypocotyle. Another group of monocot plants. These plants have only one cotyledon in their seeds and thus called monocotyledons. Examples are maize and rice. In this module you have learned seed-bearing plants or plants that produce seeds come under the category of phanerogams. Phanerogams are further divided into two groups, gymnosperms and angiosperms. In gymnosperms, seeds are not enclosed within fruits. Example, cedrus and pinus. In angiosperms, seeds are enclosed within fruits. Angiosperms may be dicotyledons or monocotyledons. The plants having one cotyledon in their seed are called monocotyledons, while dicot plants have two cotyledons in their seeds. The main parts of dicot seed are radicle, plumule, cotyledons. Algae. In this module you'll learn about algae. Algae are an important group of organisms. Do you know, the study of algae is known as algology or phycology. Algae are simple cryptogams. Most of them are aquatic. As you can see here, they're found in various forms and sizes. Algae are autotrophic in nutrition as they produce their own food by photosynthesis. Algae are classified into cyanophyta, chlorophyta, phaeophyta, and rhodophyta on the basis of pigmentation and reserve food material. Nostoc is an important filamentous blue-green algae which can fix atmospheric nitrogen. Chlamydomonas is a simple pear-shaped green unicellular autotrophic algae which moves freely in water by lashing its flagella. It's commonly found in freshwater ponds and stagnant water bodies. Here you can see the process of asexual reproduction in Chlamydomonas. The cell divides and it forms asexual spores known as zoospores, which in turn germinate in an adult during favorable conditions. Now let's talk about the process of sexual reproduction in Chlamydomonas. It takes place by the fusion of morphologically similar gametes. One of the common examples for marine brown algae is sargassum, which is a leafy appearance. Now, can you give an example of red algae? Well, Astenaria is an important red algae. It's found in marine water. In this module you've learned that algae are simple cryptogams, mostly aquatic. Algae are autotrophic in nutrition. Algae are classified into Cynophyta, Chlorophyta, Phaeophyta and Rhodophyta. Nostoc is an important blue-green algae. Chlamydomonas is a green unicellular autotrophic algae. Asexual reproduction in Chlamydomonas takes place by zoospores. Sexual reproduction in Chlamydomonas takes place by the fusion of similar gametes. Sargassum is marine brown algae. Gracilaria is an important red algae. Difference between monocot and dicot plants. In this module, you will learn to differentiate between monocot and dicot plants. Varieties of flowering plants that you see around constitute a major division of the plant kingdom, known as angiosperms. Angiosperms are broadly classified into monocot and dicot plants on the basis of their characteristics. Let us learn the different characteristics of monocot and dicot plants in terms of the presence of cotyledons, types of roots, and venation in leaves. To learn about the different characteristics of monocot and dicot plants, you need a few monocot seeds, such as wheat and maize, a few dicot seeds, such as mung seeds and peas, dicot plants, such as rose and sunflower, monocot plants, such as grass and lily, a magnifying lens, a pair of forceps, and a pair of scissors. Now let us study whether seeds of monocot and dicot plants show any kind of distinction. Take few monocot seeds, such as wheat and maize, and few dicot seeds, such as mung seeds and peas. Then put mung and wheat seeds in bowl containing water and let them soak for 4 or 5 hours. After 5 hours, drain excess water from the bowl and take out the seeds. Now, with the help of forceps, remove the outer covering, that is the seed coat, from each seed. Then carefully open the seeds and observe them. The seeds of mung and peas now show 2 equal halves that are attached laterally to each other. These are known as seed leaves or cotyledons. Since seeds of mung and pea show 2 cotyledons, they are known as of dicotyledonous plants. On the contrary, you will not be able to break or separate the seed of maize and wheat into 2 equal halves. It shows that these seeds have only 1 cotyledon. So maize and wheat are known as monocotyledonous plants. Take the plants of rose, sunflower, grass, and lily. Then take out all these plants from the soil.
remove the soil from the roots so that the clear structure of the roots can be viewed. Observe the structure of roots that each of these plants have. When you focus on the roots of rose and sunflower plants, you will notice that both the plants have a central long root with numerous small roots. These small roots that branch out from the main root are called lateral roots. This type of root is called taproot. On the other hand, you will find that the roots of grass and lily have a bushy appearance. There is an absence of a central long root. All the roots are almost of the same size. These roots are known as fibrous roots. Let us now observe the venation pattern in the monocot and dicot leaves. Do you know what venation is? It is the network of veins on the surface of a leaf. Pluck one leaf from each plant, that is, from rose, sunflower, grass, and lily. Now, with the help of a magnifying glass, observe the pattern of veins on the surface of each leaf. First, let us observe the leaves of rose and sunflower. This prominent central vein is known as the midrib. See these numerous thin veins that are arising from the midrib? This gives an appearance of a net-like structure on the surface of the leaf. This type of venation is called reticulate venation. In the leaves of grass and lily, instead of one prominent vein, there are a number of veins that run parallel to each other throughout the length of leaf. This type of venation is called parallel venation. So you can conclude that dicot plants like rose and sunflower have taproot system and show reticulate venation in leaves. Monocot plants like grass and lily have fibrous root system and show parallel venation in leaves. Maize and wheat are monocotyledonous seeds, while mung and peas are examples of dicotyledonous seeds. In this module you have learned monocot plants have fibrous roots, show parallel venation in leaves, and have only one cotyledon in their seeds. Dicot plants have taproots, show reticulate venation in their leaves, and have two cotyledons in their seeds.
Kingdom Plantae. In this module, you will learn about Kingdom Plantae. Kingdom Plantae is a category of living organisms that contain all stationary, green-colored, photosynthetic organisms commonly called plants. It has two broad divisions, cryptogamy and phanerogamy. Cryptogamy comprises colorless and seedless plants, and phanerogamy comprises plants that bear flowers and seeds. Halophyta, bryophyta, and pteridophyta are the three categories of cryptogamy. Phanerogamy is further divided into angiosperms and gymnosperms. Let us learn about each of these categories in detail. Halophyta consists of lower plants such as algae, fungi, and lichens. These plants are so called because their body comprises a thallus which is not differentiated into stems, roots, and leaves. They also lack vascular bundles. Halophytes are autotrophic like Eurothrix, saprophytic like Aspergillus, and symbiotic like lichens. Halophytes are either terrestrial or aquatic. The simplest of terrestrial plants are grouped under bryophyta. These plants are generally found in wet swampy areas. mosses, liverworts, and hornworts fall into this category. The plant body is differentiated but lacks true roots, stem, and leaves. It also lacks vascular bundles. These plants possess multicellular sex organs and are mostly photosynthetic. Examples of liverworts are Anthoceros and Funaria. Pteridophytes are non-seeded terrestrial plants that possess true roots, stems, and leaves. Ferns fall into this category. The young coiled leaves of pteridophytes are called fronds. Pteridophytes also possess vascular bundles and multicellular sex organs. Phanerogamae includes two groups of plants, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymnosperms are vascular plants whose seeds are not enclosed within fruits. Examples of gymnosperms are Pinus, Sulcus, and Cedar. Angiosperms are also vascular plants, but their seeds are enclosed within the fruit. Angiosperms are classified as monocots and dicots based on the number of cotyledons in their seeds. Dicotyledonous angiosperms possess two cotyledons in their seeds. Pea and gram are examples of dicot angiosperms. Monocotyledonous angiosperms, on the other hand, contain only one cotyledon in their seed. Maize and rice are examples of monocot angiosperms. In this module you have learnt Kingdom Plantae is divided into cryptogamy and phanerogamy based on the presence or absence of seeds in their life cycle. Cryptograms are flowerless and seedless plants. These are further divided into Thallophyta, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta. Phanerograms are the plants that bear flowers and seeds. They are further divided into gymnosperms and angiosperms. Angiosperms are further classified as monocots and dicots. Gymnosperms bear seeds without a fruit, while angiosperms bear seeds within a fruit.
আজকে তিনটে থাক, মাথায় ঢুকবে না বেশি আর। আমি তো ঢুকছে না, বুঝতে পেরেছি। আর কালকে বাকি তিনটে করবি। যাই হোক, কি বুঝতে পারিস নি? কোনটা বুঝতে পারিস নি? সিজে কি বলছে?